Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Oh, this gentleman. At the end of the last episode, towards the end, I went on a bit of a tirade on how I did not appreciate the general trope of older gentlemen, not necessarily old, just older gentlemen, being into younger women, and especially those that are dressed in a particular way. With this gentleman, it is a waitress's uniform. For some other people, in other like anime tropes or whatnot, it could be just dressed scantily or something. You know, I just don't like that trope. I really don't. But nevertheless, if I can talk in ye olde English, we need to get some more information out of him, and he refuses to really speak. I think I know of a way to get him to speak, which is very unfortunate, but yeah, I think I need to get Maya. Maya, please help me. Can I talk to you? I cannot. Can I present Mr. Kudo's picture to you, and then give the idea that, hey, can you come and, come with me to talk to this old man who has a weird obsession with young ladies in uniform. Well, maybe just waitress uniform, I don't know, but, Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons in the park? Yeah, he also fed me as well. I swear I still got a couple of those seeds in my eyes. God! Ooh, ow. Oh, Maya, do you mind coming with me for just a little bit? Huh? Why? Well, there's something that I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay. I'll just go get changed. No, hang on. Do you mind going just like that? I guess? Yeah, she does not know that Mr. Kudo is, his, proclivities for ladies in waitress uniforms. Sir? You again? Huh? Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning right into me. It's okay, Maya. I think it's actually going quite well. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play with this slide, alright? Play on the slide? Oh my god. Are you serious? And I thought we were getting close. Dang it. Pigeon! Oh my god, how are we going to crack this guy? How am I going to make him talk to me? Excuse me, please, sir. Quiet! Can't you see that I'm feeding the Oh. Mia? Well... If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to have a talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. My name is Victor Kudo. Oh my god, even from beyond the grave? Huh. Okay. I suppose that works. Sure, so... Okay, I really don't want to be asking this question, but I must, because I do not remember. Does Maggey Bird have, oh, I literally just forgot the word, I really did. Does she have a big bosom? Like, no, seriously, does she? Or somewhat big? Because I know Maya's drawing, and I think in some, like, past games, it was kind of a slight joke that she's not, well endowed. Compared to her sister Mia, yes, obviously, but really, is Maggey Bird somewhat endowed? I really can't remember, and is that why... Okay, sure. Sure, another thing to tick off my box that I don't like about this trope. It has to be well-endowed girls. It's like, why? It doesn't always have to be a well-endowed, it just could be a girl with a very pretty face. That would work too, just as well. Doesn't make it any less annoying of a trope, but it doesn't just have to be, oh, you know? It doesn't have to be just that. Oh, Victor. Oh, yes, please, tell me everything you know, for the love of God. About the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the cappuccino? Wow, the difference is night and day. God. It was quite a shock, even for me. I clicked out of the game because I was so excited. Damn it. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the cappuccino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Oh, definitely! He was the only person at the table. I have a feeling I am accidentally doing Payne's voice, but at this point, I don't care. I can't remember Victor's tone. I think it was supposed to be a bit rougher. Then he took one sip of his cappuccino and he said something like, "Oh!" and then collapsed, dead. Oh my, how terrifying. Mouse! God! There we go. Oh, you are so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, my dear, anything you want to know. He certainly seems willing to tell the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. That is going to be the problem, yes. Do you like the food at Tribulations? Well, of course. I really am quite a sophisticated man, you know. I was once a young businessman myself. I set up a casino in London. Oh, really? Oh, that's quite interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, sir, not France. Oh, yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. Not to mention, England is English. France is French. Totally different. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France. Wow, I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. Hey, she's doing what she can to help, and she knows that she has to play the game to get the information. You do visit Tribulations a lot, don't you, sir? Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Oh, really? Oh, you flatter me so, sir. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Oh, do be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right, boy. That man's an ex-con, I'll have you know. An ex-con? Ah. Well, that is interesting to know. An ex-con. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh, no, those eyes. I can't take this. Ooh, Mia's really good at getting this guy to eat out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers. Gloves, handkerchiefs, really just little things mainly. He's a pilferer, so you two be careful around him, my dear. And are you sure about this? Of course! He was arrested once for it. I was there when it happened, having my cappuccino. He really is a regular to know that. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku? A Japanese poem, boy. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Victor's note. Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Victor, a wicked man or woman, oh my goodness. I mean... This is clearly... This is a stab that he's a feminine man. That does not mean that he's gay. I mean, I do know. I honestly do know a couple of straight people who are highly feminine. One of them is a crossdresser, and I really mean that in the best way possible. I'm not being, like, looking down or anything. I'm being serious. One is a crossdresser, and one is just purely feminine in their ways. So, this poem is like putting a stab at Jean. It's like, is he a man? Is he a woman? Is he straight? Is he gay? We don't know. Gosh, this haiku. This game and its script, it's like they're clearly not wholly afraid to put down just a little bit, just enough of a particular idea to say, this is where we're going. But we're not gonna say it outright, so you can't then turn around and say, you know, like start fighting. Oh god, I love this script. If you take anything again, you let me know, my dear. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Ugh, poor guy. He can't possibly do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks a lot, Mia. Really. We've got some really important information thanks to you. But honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Even Mia is like, oh, really, Maya? Why this, of all things, to pretend to be beautiful and interesting? I feel like maybe Maya has had to do this at some time once before, because she seemed to take it in stride. It's like, okay, I know what to do. Excuse me, sir, let me just put on my womanly charms extremely thick. Jeez. Thanks, Maya. Let's move. Well, we can only go to Tribulations, but although we did get something very important. Mr. Armstrong is an ex-con, a thief. I would like to speak to you about that, sir. Oh god, my ear. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation, huh, Nick? Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah. Plus, no one really came here to the restaurant. Ooh la la! Mademoiselle Maya! No, could you leave me like this? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Armstrong. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psych block or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those if I want to get to the bottom of what he's hiding. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I would like to have another word with you. Volunteers, of course. I don't remember what voice I gave him, but whatever. We're just gonna go with it, okay? We're going with it. Don't be surprised if his voice changes every episode. This is gonna kill me. Yeah, we do have that. Before I do that, can I present to you some things? About your food, sir. Your food is not the greatest. Can I lodge a complaint? No. There we go. Ooh la la. So you've eaten my lunch, oui? Tell me, monsieur, did you enjoy la lunch I prepared for you? Well, it was a definitely unique and wild mixture of flavors. That was the first time I ever had lobster, you know. Lobster? There was no lobster in my lunch. Huh? But it says lobster on the menu, sir. Oh, Mademoiselle Maya, please, you must read the menu more carefully. It says, a dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Inspired by lobster and abalone. So what did you put in there? Oh, it's only inspired. Oui, inspired by these ingredients, but perhaps not made from them, n'est-ce pas? Well, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, Nick. Oh, God, the way that lunch tasted, it was probably 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Inspired by... So, I'll take a stab and say if this is not a lobster head, this is a shrimp head. There's no other crustacean or, you know, sea animal that I can think of with a head like that. Is that a shrimp head? And how did you butcher the food so horribly? Oh, no, never mind. Oyster sauce in French food. Oh, dude. I am never gonna... If this place ever became a real restaurant in real life, I would never go here. Oh, boy. Sir, give me your secrets. I had enough of this. Ugh. Inspired by lobster, and that is horrible. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. Mr. Armstrong, I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Lord, I will confess everything. Just do not hurt me. What? Wow, that was a world new record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket. The man who died here had a lottery ticket for $500,000. $500,000? Oui, but after la incident, this ticket, it disappeared. The ticket disappeared? Oh no. This is what's gonna turn into saying that this is Maggie's motive, isn't it? A $500,000 lottery ticket. Even though he's a perfect stranger, a motive to murder just comes up right there. I see. That's how she got convicted for murder. Her motive, purported motive, was greed. This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggey. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. And why didn't you tell me about this sooner? That's very important, Mr. Armstrong. My lord. You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur. You told me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who really took it. I think it was stolen by this person. It's you. You are in extremely unrecoverable debt. I remember that. This lottery ticket was your way out. I think you stole it. Mr. Armstrong? I feel that there is a very high chance you stole that ticket. Oh! Wow. That is one piercing scream. Oh, my ears. Even for a man like him. My pourquoi? Ooh. Oh, this is testing me. I don't know a lick of French. My pourquoi moi? My pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. I am not Master de Masque. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I believe otherwise. In fact, I have evidence to present that you have stolen from others in the past. Victor Kudo's note. His testimony. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please, just read it. And put some feeling behind it. Oh, well, of course. Convicted before a wicked man... A woman... Repeat offender? I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong. But you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu! Les mensonges! Oh God. Lemon Songe, you are the liar! So you're denying it? Yes, of course! Do not make false accusations, s'il vous plaît. So, do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I ever stolen from one of my customers. Me. You stolen from me, my friend. My Magatama. Well, I do have proof. Proof that old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama. Whoops, there we go. And I found it in your kitchen. No! Whoa, boy! I swear, I think that screen just broke some windows. We... I have a weakness for la little trinkets and la figurines. Man, it just slips out so naturally. I cannot stop it. You stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? All just small bits and baubles. It is the truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, it was $500,000. My hon, why would I steal it? I have no need for such large sums of money. Really? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble right now? And that you are in desperate need of a large sum of cash? Immediately? Yes. This $500,000 debt to tender lender. You are so deep that this $500,000 ticket is your out. This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan. A loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket from that victim, it would have completely wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? No! You and your French words are going to kill me. They're just going to kill me. So, what has become Maggie's motive is now also your motive. Well, potential motive. Mr. Armstrong, you said the victim had a winning lottery ticket to the tune of $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in his possession? Well, the man, he was listening to la radio with his earpiece. Huh. Well, Maggey did say something to that effect. La winning number was announced on la news, I believe. All of a sudden, he exploded in the middle of the restaurant. Yes! $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket? Oui. He had all his tickets spread out on la table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I... You put the poison in his coffee. No! Oh, no, you naughty man! No! I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? La victim collapsed on the table and Maggey passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one was the winning ticket, right? How can you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggey was arrested because of you. No, this is not true, Maya. What happened to the winning ticket? What happened to it? I did not take it. I did not take la ticket for $500,000. I took a ticket. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket, like you just admitted. My feel. Ew. My feel. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Ah! Mr. Godot! What are you doing here, sir? Wait. What the hell are you doing here? Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee that I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came here for the coffee? Does his craving for caffeine know no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am Lionel, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggey shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket. I'm sorry, what? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing. So, what ended up happening to the winning ticket then? The one that he meant to steal? Indeed. What did happen to it? Now, I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers. So, we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow in court. Won't we, Wright? No. Remember, Godot was not the original prosecutor in the first case. So I'm pretty sure he's also doing his own bit of digging, looking around the crime scene, trying to get information just like we are. For the most part, he is in the dark as we are, because he's never tried this case. I think that's why he was here, to get that information. What happened to that winning ticket if Mr. Armstrong only got the $1 ticket? Voila, you two! Time to laugh at la pretty little head! Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's note thrown into the trash. Yeah, it's useless now. We've already established that he's a thief. Looks like we got a new mystery now on our hands. Namely, where did that $500,000 winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this, Nick. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggey suffer for any longer for this, and certainly not again through this trial. Yeah. By putting her through this trial... by going through this trial again, we are essentially reopening new wounds. We really are, and that's... But for anyone who has been through a trial, I can only imagine how painful it is to have to go through it again, especially in the case of like jury trials where the jury is a hung jury. They don't say guilty or not guilty. They just can't come to a decision. So then it goes to the prosecutors to say, do you want to try this again? And then you go round 2, and then you as the victim or suspect has to go through the whole nightmare all over again. So that's essentially what Maggey is now feeling. She has to go through this nightmare, this headache all over again, and good luck to her, honestly, and good luck to us, because for her, she's doing it again. For us, we're doing it once. The first time, quote-unquote. Well, no, it is our first time, so we'll see how this ends up working out, and shrug, honestly, just shrug and get a hiccup. But yes, short episode. We're going to go ahead, call it here. I had an odd feeling when I ended the last episode that this was going to be short, and I was right. Obviously, it's just about 30 minutes. So, but it's what it is. At least it wasn't like 14 minutes, and it's like, oh god damn it, I could have kept going and had a slightly longer episode. Putting it together with the other one, it would have been an hour 10, hour 20 minutes. That's way too long even for my taste. So, 30 minutes for a short episode, that's well enough. But next episode, I guarantee it'll be slightly longer. And trial date, yes, finally, 4 episodes of exploration and investigation. That's way too much. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of it, the action. And we'll enjoy it next time. Later, everyone.